registered and I didn't realize it. So, okay. So for today's class, we will need just a block and just the usual stuff that you would normally need, like if you want to sit on a bolster or a pillow or anything like that. And it's Monday, so we're going to start with Monday morning. So we're going to start with some movement. And I really wish I had some music for this part. But since the videos, like I said, are going to eventually probably show up on YouTube, I can't have any music. So if you have music at home, then and you want to put it on, then it's great to put it on for this part and maybe the whole class. I don't know. I like listening to music usually. In live classes, I always have music, but I'm just moving. So we just want to, if you're just getting out of bed or you just haven't had a lot of movement yet today, I like to start my days with just some simple movements, swinging the arms. Just get into your like inner child here is what I say. And the kids, when I do this stuff, they like to join and they think it's funny and it feels good. So anything, you don't have to do exactly what I'm doing, but I'm just shaking and moving how it feels good for me. Some more twists. Some big breaths in and out. I'm going to start doing these outside as well as soon as I get my mic situated. I have it, but I need a certain cord or something. My husband is looking for it. So I'm just crossing my arms in front of me. I'm going to swing the arms up. And I'm going to give a little hop and maybe a twist. Don't hold your breath, okay? So be mindful as you're moving what you do. Do you start holding your breath? Do you start clenching somewhere, right? Because your heart is starting to beat probably a little bit more. Now this time I'm just moving one shoulder up to my ear, opposite hip moving. And now we'll shake. Now, just coming to your standing posture. Feel your heart. Just some breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. Just noticing how you're feeling this morning. Putting a little smile on the face always helps. So breathe. Just try to get fuller breaths. And instead, when you take that full breath, taking your shoulders up to your ears, think about the ribs expanding. So you're expanding out on your inhale. And exhale, everything comes softly back in. No tension in the shoulders, the back of the neck. Tuck the chin if you're feeling a little bit of tension around the neck. Feeling the neck nice and long, you can notice a difference. Putting the chin out, maybe how you normally are. A little compression in the neck and then pressing, pulling the chin a little in to feel the neck nice and long. So I'm really feeling those three corners of my feet. So the heel and then the part under the big toe and the pinky toe. So you're really grounding through those 3 points. Letting the arms just fall by your side. Trying to breathe with ease. So let go of any tension around the abdomen, around the jaw, around the shoulders. And notice what happens to your weight when you become comfortable. Do you start to just kind of move forward? So a lot of us, in our relaxed state, we become a habit over time to just kind of sway, because it kind of seems easier at first to just sway our weight forward. So keeping the 3 points of the feet in mind and keeping them grounded. When I say put a bit more weight in the heels, I mean just bring the weight of your pelvis and make sure that it's stacked over your heels. And do not brace the knees, so the knees just have a natural small not even a bend, they're just not locked. So just, and maybe start to, as though your feet, your feet are pushing down, but like your feet are opening up without opening up, and just see how that feels for you. So you're doing a little bit of an external rotation in the legs by doing that. I don't want you to hold it really tight, just a little feeling. And if you want, you can just relax again, but just that feeling of that little external rotation of the legs. Tucking up the chin. And now a few breaths just to calm the mind. Release tension between the eyes or in the forehead and around the temples. And breathe in some good energy, like you're breathing in a fresh new morning, a fresh new day. Yes. And we're just going to begin by doing some simple neck circles. So I'm going to drop the chin to start towards my chest. I'm not trying to get the chin to touch the chest. I'm just dropping at a comfortable place for me. And then taking a breath here. Letting the neck and the body know it's okay to be here. Very gentle. We're going to go around in a circle. And like I said, we're not trying to get beyond that boundary. And I'm just staying within it, actually. So this is nice and comfortable rolls. And I'm going to go in the other direction. And I'm just going to come to center and drop the head down to the left. So the left ear down to the left shoulder. Tuck the chin. Take a breath. And come up and exhale down to the other side. Take a breath. And come up. And let's bring our arms up to the sides. Inhale up. Keep the ribs in and reach, and exhale down. Another one, inhale up. And come all the way down. I'm going to cross the right foot over the left and then take the right arm up. So nice side body stretch. Feeling the stretch between the hip and the bottom rib. And if this is too, you don't have to cross your leg. You can do your side stretch without doing that. So I'm crossing the left over. And side stretching this way. And a big breath in. And just like you're between two panes of glass, okay? So you don't want to be going back or forward. And exhale, come down. Uncross the legs. And we're just going to take the arms here, cross the thumbs. So just the hands, lock the thumbs here, pull apart, and move the arms up. So we're just moving the arms up without the shoulders and without the ribs coming along, okay? So I'm just moving the arms up. Oh, they comfortably go here today, this morning. So I'm going to stay here, and then I'm going to pull the arms apart and really press the arms back as I come around. So we're just going to do a couple of those, okay? And then again, the same thumb on the top. We're going to do another one. And exhale. So remind your body, all the action now going in the shoulders, cross the other thumb on the top. So try to relax everything else, don't clench. So other thumb on the top this time, up. You're pulling the thumbs apart as you come up. And then when you get up to that sweet spot, you're gonna let go and really bring your arms behind you as you come down. And again, that same thumb on top, up, like you're pulling the thumbs apart as you come up. And And now apart, and pressing down. You can get that little shake. Come to the top of your mat with feet hip width distance apart. I'm just going to wiggle the hips a little bit from side to side. Big breaths in. And now grounding down through the left foot, raising up through the right. You can have a wall if you need it. And we're going to step that foot back. Now, as you step that foot back, remind yourself of your hip bones and where they are, what's happening there, what's happening to your pelvis. So take your hands onto your hip bones, raise that leg again. Now we're going to step it back and just see what happens to your hips. So you want to keep them forward. There may be some, your hip bone you may notice going down towards the floor. If it goes down a whole lot when you're arching your back, shorten that step, okay? So you're trying to keep the pelvis as level as possible. And to really trying to get the stretch in the front of the leg here. So I'm in this, I'm plugging the front leg in, the knee is over the ankle, and my foot is up, and I'm just going to start with a couple of these really nice hip mobility. So I'm pushing down, the heel towards the floor, but really thinking about the thigh coming up towards the ceiling. And we're doing a couple of those first. And now getting that comfortable place for you in this lunge, plug in. So when I say plug in, this leg comes in, the two hips are pretty much on the same plane here. I'm going to raise my arms in a warrior one. So inhale and raise the arms. And let the arms go down by your sides. Inhale again, raise. Exhale, down. Okay, we're going to switch now. So all I'm going to do, it's good for a little like mind and coordination, is I'm just going to move like this over onto the other side. Okay, so now the right foot is forward, plugging in, getting that nice stance that's comfortable for you. Feeling stable in the hips here. And again, first, we're going to bring the knee or the heel down towards the floor, getting some nice hip mobility here. So as I'm doing this, there is a difference between just bringing the heel down towards the floor, like this, and more of the back of the thigh reaching up towards the ceiling as you bring your heel down towards the floor. So you can maybe notice the difference in those two. So I want the back of the thigh coming up towards the ceiling as the heel comes down. Okay. And now inhale, arms up, warrior one. And let them fall. Again, inhale. Exhale, let them come down. And again, we're going to switch now. So we're just pivoting, pivoting, pivoting. But as you pivot, you want the 2 feet like hip width distance apart, okay? So we're coming back, the left foot in front. You want to plug that in. And again, arms up. And down. Up. And down. And now we're going to go right into that warrior one. So your front foot, you're going to keep as where it is. And you're just going to move that so you can unbend that first knee, the front knee, to get situated. I'm going to turn around for you guys. So, and wherever this back foot lands, so it's parallel with the back of the mat, but my stance is comfortable with the heel around midsection of the foot. So you get that in the position that is good for you, okay? So all I'm doing here is I'm in this kind of warrior two position here. I'm gonna bring my palms up towards the ceiling though, to open up the shoulders and pull the arms back and then forward. I'm not bringing them all the way forward. I'm just pulling back, pulling shoulders back and hold. And now I'm just going to bring the arms in and unbend the knee. And do that again. Really pull the shoulder blades together and unbend. And then bend. And now I'm gonna drop this back arm down, and just like you are, again, between two panes of glass, just gonna come up into this exalted warrior. So the head, I like looking down behind me. You can look up, just making sure that the neck is comfortable and you're not having any tension in the neck. A nice breath. And we're gonna exhale, and this time we're just gonna bring that forearm down towards the front leg, and then come up and extend it, warrior. Oh, and reach, breathe, and exhale. Coming down, and now we're going to pivot on the foot again, bringing the right one forward. So I just had to turn around there. Yeah, now I might be a little confused. So, okay, so we're in this, now the 2 feet are pointed together, like we're in warrior one. So like we're on some skis, so adjust if you need to. Plugging that leg in again, knee over the ankle here. Feeling my hip bones here. And again, now this back leg, it's about comfort here. You can have the leg straight back if that's comfortable for you. Just be mindful of what's going on in the pelvis. And inhale the arms up. And exhale down. Inhale up, warrior one. And exhale down. Now you're gonna come into that warrior two. So I'm gonna pivot the back foot so it's parallel with the mat. Make any adjustments that you need. So I like, again, heel to arch, heel to heel, wherever it feels comfortable for you. And really this leg may wanna come in, so I'm really pushing back, okay? So pushing the leg open, arms out, palms up towards the ceiling. Take some breaths here. And now arms together and arms open. Stretch back. Shoulder blades coming together and open or closed again. And then open. And then close, and you can unbend the leg and then bend the knee, open. And then unbend the knee, close. And open. Really pushing that leg open. Close. One more. And open. Now taking that left arm, dropping it down, just like you're in between two panes of glass. Nice side stretch here from the hip again to the rib. And come down. We'll do that one more time. And exhale down. And now this forearm onto the leg. You're not dropping and putting your weight, just touching the arm to the leg. And again, reach, take a breath. And exhale, come up, unbend that knee. And now I'm just moving the feet where they're comfortable. So mine are going out a little bit to the sides here. I'm taking my hands to the hips. And I'm just gonna do a forward fold or a half forward fold. So I'm just gonna hinge at the hips, keeping the back nice and straight. I'm just gonna hinge over. So I'm hinging just to where it feels. I just hit the boundary right there. So I'm gonna stay there. I'm gonna take a couple breaths. And come up. And I'm gonna do it again. So inhale. Exhale, hinging at the hips, back nice and straight, but you're not arching up, so the ribs are poking out and there's an arch in the back. I'm just keeping ribs are down, keeping a nice, flat, neutral back, and just thinking of hinging at the hips, nowhere else. So I'm just hinging, 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 hinging. You can open wider if that feels good to you and bring the hands down. You don't have to. When I get down so far and I start to roll the back, I like to just bend in my knees, pushing the bum back. A little side to side if that's nice for you. So I'm just pushing the bum is back, my hands are to the floor, or better yet, hands to a pillow, and I'm just moving from side to side, okay? So I'm not jutting my hip out, I'm just moving my weight to the left, bending the knee and the right, moving over to the right, okay? Nice and slow. And now come back to center. Put your hands onto your hips. I like to bend the knees as I bring myself up. And as you're up here now, take a breath. Keeping the hands on the hips. We're just going to go down for a couple squats. So take a breath in. Exhale, come down. Pushing up. Okay, so actually you're gonna exhale on the push up. So breathe in and come down. Exhale, come up. I like to have my hands in prayer here. Breath in. I always do the opposite, so I'm gonna take a breath in, come down. Exhale, push out of the heels. Push, 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 and push your way up. So really want you to feel in the glutes, the back of the legs, and really push down when you come up. It's going to make a huge difference. So coming down, hold. Take some breaths here. Exhale, push up. Take a breath here. Real intentional movement. So breathe in, come down. Hold, exhale. Inhale. Exhale, push. Take a breath. Inhale, come down. Legs open, push open. Hold for one breath. Inhale. Exhale, push. You don't have to come down as far as me. You can come down this far, okay? Hold, push the legs out, push, push, push out, hold. Exhale, push up. We're gonna do a low lunge, just like I did. No matter how far you go down this time, I only want you to go down a little bit. Push the legs out. Calm breath. All the energy going here. See if you can take it away from everywhere else, any other place in your body that you hold tension when you're doing something strenuous. And exhale, come up. Take a breath here. We're going to go down a little tiny bit further. Take a breath in and come down. Hold. Push the legs apart. Pushing down out of the feet. Feeling the glutes. Everything turned on in the legs. Everything else easy. Take a breath here and then exhale. Come up. So one more. So come as deep as you can without any compensation. I'm a little bit out of breath from talking. Take some nice calming breaths here. And inhale, come down. Come down and hold if you can, even if it's just for one breath. Really pushing down, feeling the glutes turned on. Exhale, push up. Now pivot our feet together. So toes, heels, toes, heels, toes, heels, and shake out the hips. And take some breaths, yeah. So we're gonna come down now onto our hands and knees, okay? So hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. That's usually what they say. If that is a little uncomfortable for you, you can have your hands a little wider, hands a little up. It does not matter or make any difference. So whatever is comfortable. So I'm just starting, my knees are under my pelvis, and I'm just swaying my hips from side to side. First thing I like to do on hands and knees is just get some movement. So really, this is whatever feels good for you. I like coming into these nice circles and even getting the shoulders. I have hearing a bunch of cracks in my wrists and shoulders everywhere. So I'm just coming around in these nice, organic movements. it's nice to just move with the breath. So there is no right or wrong way here. This is what feels good in your body. So circles. Hips back and side to side. I like to tuck my toes and rock back towards my heels and outstretch my arms. Head towards the floor. Exhale, come up. And I like to bring my weight, so I'm not dropping my pelvis down. I'm keeping my back nice and straight and just coming over my shoulders, small amount, pushing through my shoulders. I have this external rotation going on in my shoulders. So it's like we did with our feet at the beginning. You can come back. Like we did with our feet at the beginning where they were on the floor, but this like feeling like they were turning outward. I'm doing the same with my hands when I'm coming forward. So I'm coming forward. And that same like external rotation going on in my shoulders, okay? And notice I'm not coming all the way down. Coming back. Take a breath here. And even as you're here, I'm just bringing my palms up towards the ceiling. So I'm just like rotating them open. See how that feels for you. And then coming forward again. Again, I'm here with my shoulders under my hands or over my hands. I'm doing this little external rotation here. Like I'm going to turn the hands outward. You can feel the rotation in your shoulders. And then I'm just going to come forward. So feeling more the movement in my shoulders now. Shoulders and hips, big joints here moving. Getting movement in both the shoulders and the hips at the same time. And now we'll just come into a nice child's pose. Open the knees to each side of the mat. Bring the toes together and come back. Bring the head to the floor. Bring the floor to the head by putting a pillow under your head, okay? Child's pose is supposed to be comfortable. If child's pose is not comfortable for you, then just come to a place that you can rest comfortably. And I love bolsters. And I love using a bolster for child's pose. So child's pose, I don't want you to be in tension. I want this to be a place of rest, a place for you to come back to your breath and get centered. So staying here just for a couple of breaths. And then come back onto hands and knees. So we'll come back into hands and knees and we're going to go right into our round push-ups. So again, I like to have that external rotation going on in the shoulders, but you don't have to be holding it and clenching it, okay? It's just this, just like we can do external and internal rotation like this. So that external rotation, that feeling when you open the arms, that's the feeling that we're going for when we're kind of down onto our hands and knees, okay? So to begin, I feel I don't want to arch in the back. I want the back nice and flat. And my shoulder blades are flat against my back now, okay? So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to move my body with my shoulder blades. So I'm going to bring the shoulder blades together and the shoulder blades apart. Shoulder blades together, shoulder blades apart. So I'm not moving my arms. My arms are not coming, I'm not doing this. My elbows are not locked, but they're little tiny natural bend in the elbows, I guess. But the elbows, arms are not moving. My shoulder blades are coming together and the shoulder blades are coming apart. Tuck the chin a little. Feel the neck nice and long in the back. So, and I want you to do these very slowly. So shoulder blades together, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Now the shoulder blades apart. Shoulder blades together, shoulder blades apart. So small movement, but very beneficial for our posture. Getting those rhomboids working. So pulling together, pushing apart, pulling together and apart. So inhale together, exhale apart. Inhale together, exhale apart. We'll do a couple more of these. And push apart. Now come down onto your forearms. So I'm bringing the elbows underneath the shoulders here. You may have to move your knees back a little. I'm pressing the arms, the forearms down and towards the mat. I'm reaching my hands, my fingers, my nails out. Or out and flat onto the mat. And just for a little forearm stretch here, I'm just bringing my weight a little bit back, but you don't have to do that. And come forward and come back up onto the hands and knees. Again, I'm just going to do a little rocking back and forth. I'm going to stretch my hands out. And then come forward. And come back. And come forward. Now let's go into just a couple nice cat-cows. So starting always with the pelvis, I'm tucking the pelvis under and working my way up the spine to be in this cat position. Starting with my pelvis again, curling with the pelvis out or bringing the tailbone up towards the sky, dropping in the belly and moving all the way up. Head coming last and then tucking, tucking, tucking. So segmental cat-cows, okay? So just nice and slow, trying to move up the spine, one vertebra at a time. So going back and forth. Move with your breath. If you want to stay in either the cat or cow for a couple breaths, that's nice sometimes. I'm going to stay in this cat position and let my head just hang. Feels really nice on the neck. And now tucking again and moving up the spine. This time I'm really thinking that external rotation in the arms, so really, and then bring my shoulders forward or bring my chest between my shoulders. And one more. And then coming again back to neutral and back into your child's pose. So I like having child's pose with knees, gives more space for the belly, more space for the hips, toes together, coming back and stretching the arms out into child's pose, and just resting here. You can also just have your hands here if your head don't comfortably come to the floor, or you can also just stack your hands here like this and rest your head, also very nice. And come back to your breath. And think of this not so much as exercise, but just nourishing your body. And that's why we want to move in ease and not in tension. So yes, we're kind of getting a workout here, but also I want you to feel what's different than other workouts maybe is that you're really feeling connection to your body and how it moves and where your boundaries are, and yeah, just feeling better in your own body from being more aware of how it works, okay? So giving, maybe while you're here in your child's pose, giving your body some thanks and gratitude while you're here. Okay, so you can come up and come back onto your hands and knees again, and then we're going to come to a seated position. So you can get yourself comfortable however you want to sit. You can sit in a chair for this part. You can stand up for this part. You can stay on the floor. You can be on your knees. Whatever is best for you. So I'm going to sit on the bolster like so. And we're going to take our block now. So what I want you to do is take your block and you're going to put it like your wrists are going to be in the middle of the block. Okay, like so. And what do I have planned first? Okay, so you're bringing the arms up as so. So I'm like this, okay? And what we're gonna do is we're squeezing the block with our wrists. And then we're just gonna bring the block down, okay? So I'm just unbending my elbows. So, and right now my shoulder blades are pretty, like, they're probably more on the wide side. So again, the arms are out, and then you're just squeezing, and at the same time trying to straighten out the arms. So you're probably going to want to tense in the face and in the jaw like I do when I do this, but try not to. And so we're just going up and down like that. So arms out straight. Whew. Getting some work in the shoulders again today. Move with your own breath, okay? So out and in. Woo! Let's do a couple more. And exhale. One more. Inhale. Oh, my arms are starting to shake. And then exhale down. Woo! Drop the block. How does that feel in the shoulders? Give them a shake. Okay. Now we're going to do it. What are we going to do? We're going to bring it now more in our forearms. So again, we're going to bring the block up again. This time it's on the forearms, and we're going to do the same thing. So take a breath in, get situated here. Exhale. You're pushing the forearms now. A little different sensation. Okay. And now come up. Come down. And come up. Squeeze. Inhale. Exhale. Oh, squeeze the block. Inhale. Big inhales. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Press the block. Exhale. Drop the block. Let your arms relax down by the sides. You can give them a little shake if you want. Ooh, it's really good. Okay. Well, we're going to take the block again. Put it back between the forearms here. Squeezing the block. And now you're having the block out, like really down by your sides here. So my elbows are in by my side. Squeezing the block and reaching the block out now. So I'm just straightening the arms out. And come in. These are hard. Squeezing the block, reaching your elbows out. Or reaching the arms out, I should say. Straightening the elbows. And coming in. Coming out. Don't go past any boundaries. I mean, if you haven't done this movement and you're really like working it to like push, you probably end up a bit sore after. So just be gentle with yourself, okay? And then come in. And squeeze again. The hands are up towards the ceiling, of course. And come in. And let's just do one more of these. Pull out. And come in. Put the block to the side. Give that a shake. Shake my wrists. We haven't done wrists in a while, so I think I'm going to do a bit of that here now. I'm just going to hold the forearm. with my hand, very lightly. I'm not gonna squeeze. And I'm gonna make a fist, but not a tight fist. I'm just gonna bring my fingers together. And I'm gonna move the wrist now from left to right. I do more of these in the winter, I think because of the thoughts of falling on ice and stuff like that, and have a really nice and strong wrist, but it's something that's, because it's all attached, right? The shoulder, if you have wrist issues, you probably may have something in the shoulder going on. It's even possible to feel wrist issues in the shoulder. Yeah, that's what I just said, right? And side to side. Okay, and then now we're gonna bringing the fingers, like, or the fist down towards the floor and up. And just even watching your wrist, looking at your wrist, and then making sure that the movement's coming from the wrist. So it's not that you're squeezing the fingers, right? Let these fingers be nice and loose. And you're probably even feeling like, wow, my shoulder is tired even from doing this. I mean, we just did our shoulders, but still you may feel the connection here between the wrist and the shoulders. Okay, and now we're going to do some circles. So I'm going to go and do the circles. I'm not moving my forearm. I'm holding, reminding my forearm to stay nice and still here. Relax in the face. Relax in the torso. Relax in the shoulders. And all the energy here going in the wrists. And now I'm going to go in the opposite direction. And let that go. Let's do the other side. So side to side first. We do work a lot in the big joints, right? Our biggest joints, our hips and our shoulders, of course, and I do a lot of work in those places. But can't forget about our wrists and our feet and the other smaller joints. So side to side, and now I'm doing down towards the floor and up towards the sky. And it's nice to slow down, right? Still a lot of work. Nice opportunity to slow down. To be mindful now just of this small part of our body, the wrists. Giving them some love. Don't squeeze with the other arm, the other hand. And now we're going to go in some circles. Staying with your breath. And now in the other direction. I hadn't planned this for this class, but it feels good. Give the wrists some attention, especially we're doing more downward dogs and being on our hands and knees. Having nice, strong wrists is going to help with that. Okay, that's done. So we're going to come down now onto our backs. So if you need a pillow for underneath your head or a little blanket, go get that. Have your block handy. And I will come down onto my back. So I like to come down onto my forearms, my elbows, and then come down onto my back like so, with my ribs touching my shoulders. I like bringing the shoulders, feeling the shoulder blades flat against the floor. Little arch in the lower back. Get situated here. So doing a little bit more shoulder work now, and similar to what we were already doing, I want you to take the, I think we're gonna go, take the block in between your wrists again. So and overhead. So just like we were sitting, but now we're going to do it laying down. Similar things. So between the wrists, this time what I want you to do is squeeze the wrists, and now we're going to bring the arms behind us, okay? So bring the arms behind and come back. So similar but different. So bringing the arms behind. So I can let it all come and like let the shoulder blades and everything do the work. I'm kind of keeping the shoulder blades where they are, flat on the, and this is mobility in the socket of the shoulder, okay? The shoulder, so I'm just bringing, I'm squeezing, I'm bringing behind, and coming forward. So I'm not straining my elbows. I'm just bringing the arms overhead. Squeezing through the wrists. Palms are facing the floor. I'm just coming back and forth. Move with your breath. Take a breath here. Exhale. Bring the arms behind your head. This is not about how far you go, okay? And we'll do just one more. And exhale down. So drop the block. Let the arms come out to the sides. Take some breaths here. And we're going to come back and do it now with the forearms, okay? So just bringing the block between the forearms, not the wrists this time. So just down a little bit. So block up over your face and squeeze the block with your forearms. And now bring the arms behind again. You may notice different things like in your shoulders, like you may notice a difference between the left and the right. Okay, I have a bit of winging in my shoulders, so I notice a huge difference between the left and the right. I have more winging in the right shoulder blade, and so I can feel this shoulder blade really trying to help because I'm a little bit stuck in the shoulder there. So nice mindful breaths, okay? So just really easy breaths. Squeeze the block, but you're not squeezing with all of your might, okay? You're just squeezing slightly and bringing your arm behind. You're gonna have nice, strong shoulders after this. Can you get one more? And you can relax. Relax your arms out to the side. You can relax your legs now. And let's do a big stretch. I'm just going to wiggle the legs. I'm just letting my legs, my feet come together and apart. Maybe a little wiggling in the body. I love this. And now I'm bringing my feet up towards the ceiling, and I'm just gonna like move my whole body. So I'm trying to shake my body up and down. So I'm just through my ankles, I'm moving my body on my mat, up and down. It feels so nice. So really, we're getting ready for Shavasana. These are the things that, I mean, I enjoy, but you may want to do something entirely different before you're ready to settle down. But I really like doing this. So So please, this is the time to get that last little stretch or something that your body was asking for that you didn't get. You can get that now. You can bring the legs up. There's all different kinds of things to do here. You can bring the knees up towards the belly and do some rocking on the lower back. You can just come in for a nice passive stretch where you bring the knees in towards your chest if you want. This is for you. So you do what feels good to you. And we will get ready now to get right into our Shavasana. So you can get ready for that. I'm still enjoying this movement here, opening the legs and closing them. Oh. Yeah, I could just stay here actually for a nice while still. Opening the legs and closing them. So many things that feel so good right now for the legs. We just worked the shoulders. Okay, so let's get settled in. Time for, and it's in the morning, right? So this might not be like so much of a rest, like a sleepy rest, but just a mindful rest. So mindfully letting your body have some complete rest. So come into position. I'm going to sit up for now. Lay down, get comfy. Again, a nice smile on the face. I find it always helps to make you feel even a little lighter, more content. Me and Nancy were talking about earlier in the class how important it is to just try to slow down and relax sometimes and just take it all in our walks, noticing the flowers, noticing the breeze, noticing the smells around us, how it feels the ground underneath our feet. So if you want, you can imagine that you're in a forest. I'm laying down. I have a place I lay down on this trail. It's like I call it my bed. It's full of moss and so cushiony. I like to just lay there and feel the earth underneath us, the energy around us, calmness within us. And letting and just asking your muscles, connection to your body, ask your muscles to relax. All the little musculature around all the joints, around the hips, around the knees, around the shoulders, the ankles and the wrists. All these little connections, these little places where all of our muscles tend to connect. And let them all, invite them to rest. Invite your forehead to relax, your ears, your jaw, a little space between your teeth. Release the tongue from the roof of the mouth. Relax your eyes. Ask the neck to relax, the throat, and the shoulders relaxed, and let that feeling of relaxation in the shoulder just spread down your arms into your wrists and hands and fingers. My arms are relaxed. Now move down from the back of the neck into the backs of your shoulders and your shoulder blades. All the muscles going down the back, connecting to the spine. Allow them to release and relax. In the front and the collarbones, in the front of the shoulders, around the chest. and the belly, release. Now all the musculature around the hips, around the pelvis, our pelvic floor, our diaphragm even. Nice calm breath. Natural movement of the breath, allowing all the muscles to relax. Moving down your lower back into your buttocks and down your thighs. In the front of the pelvis, the front of your legs and into your knees. Let go. And from your knees, moving down your calves and your shins into your ankles and your feet and your toes. Feel a relaxing energy, I guess, just take hold there. So now your whole body feels relaxed. Maybe a sensation of heaviness, or maybe it's a sensation of lightness to you. Being conscious of your body. So you could just be an observer of yourself laying there, relaxed. And letting all that's good come in. All the peacefulness, all the contentness, happiness and joy, love. Let it all absorb in. Visualize it. Visualize all these lovely things spreading and moving inward and giving all that love and attention and gratefulness to your body, to yourself, and to this day. And hoping that this helps to start your day off in peace and openness, contentment, and happiness. And I'm going to leave you here. So thank you for coming, everybody. I hope you have a beautiful day, a beautiful week. Stay here and relax and give your body what it needs right now. And I wish you the best. Thank you.